Sunshine Saturday with a thunderstorm in the afternoon, high 90 to 92. Then cloudy on Sunday with a passing shower early, a thunderstorm in the afternoon, and a high of 89 to 92. Thunderstorms on Monday. From the Florida Weather Center, I'm Holly Holdren.
Blockers Furniture is having their huge Independence Day 4th of July sale. We're talking an 80,000 square foot showroom full of savings. Beautiful sectionals starting as low as $19 per month. Check out the Dunlow Power Headrest Sofa with savings up to $200. You can save up to $600 on select queen storage bed with dresser and mirror sets. And right now during Blockers Furniture Independence Day 4th of July sale, mattresses start at just $3.99. And all outdoor furniture and accessories 25% off. Blockers Furniture, 2402 Southwest College Road, Ocala. See store for complete offer details.
This hour of Ocala Talks is brought to you in part by Blockers Furniture. Go see all their specials at blockersfurniture.com.
This is Ocala Talks with Tom Schmitz, bringing stories that are important to our community in and around Ocala. Plus, of course, a splash of sports as well. Now, here's your host, Tom.
Friday morning. Welcome to Ocala Talks. I'm your host, Tom Schmitz, coming to you from the studios of WOCA Radio, located just off the runway at the Ocala International Airport in the Brick City, beautiful Ocala, Florida. July 1st, the second half of the year has begun. A lot of new laws kicking into effect today in the state of Florida. One we'll talk about. There's been an injunction against it, but it's not the injunction doesn't go into effect yet. So for the next few days, it's still the law. We'll also get into a legend of Ocala fame that passed away recently. I'm gonna take your phone calls on that passing because I didn't know much. I know the basics, but I don't know the in-depth part, and I'm sure a lot of you natives to the area or that have been here through high school know who Coach Hall is. So we'll talk about Coach Hall coming up very shortly. Remember your stereos. If you got a car that's got one of those sound systems in it that can be heard audibly from more than 25 foot away, you can get a ticket today. So don't go around playing Frank Sinatra and Michael Bublé too loud. No Dean Martin Amore real loud. You can get in trouble. You know, I think if we were able to play that music and you could hear that more than 25 feet away, that would be like a bonus to the community. It wouldn't be a deterrent to the community. Why would I need to get a ticket for that? Just ride around playing Luck Be a Lady and Got You Under My Skin by Frank Sinatra. The highest decibels, that's just good entertainment. I don't see what the problem would be. But if you do get pulled over and you're out there with your radio and they say your radio's too loud, $112 to $116, depending on what county you live in. Does not put any points on your license. It's a non-moving violation, but it's still over $100 fine. They're serious about that stereo music. And I talked to some police officers last night, texted with some police officers last night. And I asked them, there's a lot of concern that this revamped law will lead to, more people getting pulled over using the music as a ploy to pull people over. And the cop goes, of course it will. He goes, it's another probable cause tool. And, of course, one of the police officers said you can never have too many probable cause tools. Probable cause tools are like your tag lights out. Your turn signal's not working. There are also safety issues, but they're probable cause issues because they pull you over and then they come up to the car, ask for your license and registration. They assess the situation and see if there's any probable cause to go farther or just run your license, write you a ticket, and move on. Or write you a warning and move on. But it gives them a legitimate reason to pull you over. And then if they assess the situation and deem that there's probable cause you're doing more nefarious stuff than just having a light out or playing your music too loud, when you go to court and say, they had no reason to pull me over. Yes, we did. His music was audible from 25 feet away. That's against the law. That's a probable cause. We had probable cause to pull him over or her over or them over or they over. Trying not to offend anybody on July 1st, see. But I had a police officer tell me last night in a text message that, yes, it's another probable cause tool. I go, but what is audible? He goes, see, and that's the gray area. He goes, what's audible to one police officer may not be audible to someone else. And he goes, and then you're going to get petty calls. They're preparing to get petty calls, you know, with people saying, hey, so-and-so's in traffic with this tag number with their music too loud. Unless the police officer hears it, okay. So that's a problem. They know that they're going to get inundated originally with calls from people who are just trying to be Karens. As I'm sure happens with a lot of laws when they first get enacted on July 1st of most years. But just be mindful that law's out there. So if you're riding around and, you know, you got Alan Jackson on the radio, or you got Jason Aldean going, or you got Bruno Mars going, or The Weeknd going, or you got Frank Sinatra or Dean Martin going, you got AC/DC, maybe the Foo Fighters going. Maybe you got Black Dog by Led Zeppelin bumping. Just don't let the people in the next car over have to listen to it. Don't let the people waving signs on the sidewalk that are protesting something. Don't let them hear it. You'll be fine. That is one of the many laws that take effect today, July 1, 2022. Man, it's hard to believe we are half a year today. Yesterday was the middle of yesterday about noon was the middle of the year. Yep, yesterday about noon was the middle of the year. The exact middle of the year. Be a little different if it was a leap year, but it's not. So the exact middle of the year was yesterday about noon. Today is the first day of the 7th month, so the calendar flips to the downhill side. It reached its peak, now it's going downhill towards Father Time is getting older. Father Time reached its median age for the year, and now it's getting older. Baby New Year is now on the downside, heading on the downside. It's hard to believe that it was that long ago. 6 months passed already. Speaking of passing, we'll talk after the break about a legend in Marion County, but not just in Marion County. A high school legend statewide. I never had the pleasure of meeting. No, I think I met Coach once. I think probably early in my radio career with Buddy. I may have met Coach once. But I never had the pleasure of having a conversation with him or talking football with him or anything. But I know a lot of you did, because a lot of you went to school right here in Marion County where he was the coach. We'll talk about Coach and then take your calls to get your stories, your memories. After this timeout, you're listening to Ocala Talks. You're listening to 1370 AM, 96.3 FM. This is WOCA, The Source.
You know what you want to do in retirement, but do you know how to get there? Join Gary and Don Crawford of Pinnacle Retirement Advisors for Retirement with Pinnacle, Saturday mornings at 9 to get answers to your retirement planning questions. Plan today so you can do the things you've always dreamt about doing in retirement. Don't miss Retirement with Pinnacle with Gary and Don Crawford, Saturday mornings at 9. Firm offers insurance services. Investment advisory services offered only by duly registered individuals through A Wealth Management, LLC.
Hi, this is JP from Penn Flooring here in Ocala. I would like to invite you to come in and visit our spacious showroom where we have solutions for every style and budget. From wall-to-wall carpet to hardwood floors and tiles, we have an unsurpassed selection of flooring. At Penn Flooring, we've provided quality customer service with a family touch for over 25 years. Visit our website at pennflooring.com or come by our showroom, 1201 Southwest 17th Street, just over the bridge. Penn Flooring, quality customer service with a family touch.